Are you going to do that thing on the Twitter or whatever that was? Ladies and gentlemen, lo and behold, there is another new setup in the Extra Life Podcast Room. Surprise, surprise. We are live right now with First Strike, episode 44. Not only is it episode 44, but it is the season finale for season 1. Do not miss it. The link is in the description. Come hang out. We're going to be to close off the season. And then, the description. Be there, be square. There's
What's up, everybody? Here we are, episode 44, the finale of the First Strike GameCast, the #1 baseball podcast in Southern Manitoba. We're going to touch on some of them Yankees, some of them Red Sox, the Grand Slam, home run, field goal, hat trick,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Baseball. Blue Jays and
Big
home runs.
home run stuff,
Touchdowns.
all of that.
Yes, boy. Par 5.
Yeah, par 5.
Par 5 touchdowns.
3-point line, the whole bit. It's all in here.
Yeah, man.
We got everything.
Love that baseball. Big
Yeah.
fan.
Oh, yeah. Big. Huge.
Look at that. A Shane Wall intro. Just a round of applause.
Yeah, I think I can hear some of them from here.
I think that's the fourth Shane to ever, the fourth time Shane's ever actually introed, which is lovely. Anyway, everybody, welcome back to First Strike. Today is episode 44, the finale episode. How crazy is that? Oh God, what is this? What's what? How long do they last? Yeah, sorry about the little bit of wait at the start there.
Brandon had to tinkle.
I did. Better before the podcast than during.
No.
Remember when that happened?
Twice.
Twice when that happened? Twice?
At least.
Yeah. Good times. What's First Strike, man? Well, calm your nips. It's a very good question. Welcome to First Strike. This is a gaming podcast. Funny, someone's asking this on the last episode.
Yeah.
This is a gaming podcast hosted by myself and Shane Wall. We talk about retro games, shop trades and stuff here at the Extra Life Game Shop in Steinbach. We tell stories from the shop. We give some of our personal stories in gaming, and we got a lot going on. And today happens to be the finale of season 1 of First Strike.
Now it's called season 1 because if YouTube renews us,
or YouTube Red
renews us for a second season, we'll get going with that, and we can start production and the hiring of the people.
Yes.
We want a new cleaning crew this time.
Yeah, new staff.
Yeah, Jacques was not very good at that.
Jacques Strap really just didn't get the job done.
He was just not, you know what? He's just not doing it.
No, he was good at the start.
He didn't do it for me.
He's good at the start, and then he kind of started to slack off very quickly. He doesn't give us full 110%. And we're all about the 110% here.
Once a week, 110%.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, once or twice a week, about the 100%. But yeah, we changed everything around here.
Everything is different again for like the 20th time.
Probably. It's nice in here. We actually have room now.
There is space, which is really good.
We moved out the bigger couch with the smaller couch. We got some soundproofing up. We got half of it done. We wanted to see how it worked first before we'd order some more, so we've ordered more of it. And that is just going to be cool as balls.
We've got a lot going on in this room now. We decided that for season 2, when we started, we want it to be as the best content that we can make for the podcast. So we have half of it set up right now. You can see behind Shane. We've been doing some work on the walls in here. Myself, Shane, as well as Kai Duick in the chat. Hello, sir.
Yes, he originally ordered this stuff.
Yeah, we've got soundproofing in here. We're going to have some behind me as well. We're going to be doing a lot of the walls in the room to try and get the best sound possible. We got a whole new 2 webcam setup, which is sweet. We have a lot of expensive stuff in here now, actually, I think about it.
Yeah?
Using 2 of the Logitech C920s. It's very, very high class, and it's working a lot better than I thought it would.
I've always liked the 2-camera thing.
Hey, there you go. AK-47 likes your shirt, Shane.
Yeah, he does.
You're damn right he does.
Like, who doesn't want this shirt? Honestly.
Brandon, your forehead's shinier than grease on metal. Can you give me my hat? Is it over there? You want to just lob me that? I haven't
Remember last week? Off camera, what we did?
Oh, man! At the end of the podcast.
I'm gonna try to do it. No.
Oh.
That was sweet, though.
Tell that story. That was insane.
Yeah, at the end of the podcast, I was sitting back there where Brandon is, and he was walking out of here, and I chucked his hat, and it landed on his head perfectly.
You did. And I was moving.
Yeah,
I was walking out of the room.
Yeah.
Like, part of that was skill, most of that was luck, which is crazy.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that was luck. Man, 16 people watching. Check that out.
Man, we should just put season 1 finale in every title.
That's the second best thumbnail idea we've had.
Oh! Do we tell them the first? I don't know. I don't think we do. I don't think we do.
No, probably not.
But I really wish.
But, okay, it's story time, guys. I got a story for you. So,
Jeez.
Friday afternoon, I'm outside with a buddy, and all of a sudden we see this red car back into the side of an SUV, and then he goes to take off.
That's right. This does happen.
So, yeah, it just happened on Friday. So then...
Keep in mind, all right, just before you finish with this, every time something cool happens in the shop, I leave. I leave every time, except for the one time we arrested a guy. But every time...
almost left for.
I almost did. I was late to work that day, actually, because of that, because I wanted to stay in.
Oh, that's a good excuse.
So whatever, I leave the shop for work, and naturally, because I left, this story happens 5 minutes later. All right, continue. Go
Yeah, so I see him back into the SUV, and there is damage on this thing. And then he goes to leave. And he's got his windows down, so I yell at him. I'm like, hey, you gonna stop? No, he takes off. So me and my buddy, we jump in my truck, and we chase this guy around town for about probably 15 minutes, chasing this guy. And eventually he figures out that we're following him. And man, my truck, you've seen my truck. Me and my buddy, we're not small guys.
No.
It's a lot of cargo in there in a small little truck. And this guy's got a Honda Prelude, which actually moves.
Yeah.
So we're following him, and there was 3 times where I lost him, and I'm at a stop sign, and I don't know where to go. I guess right every single time.
Just by luck.
The last time we're at a stoplight, and he gets through, and I have to wait at the light.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think it's over. I can't even make the right turn on red because there's a car in front of me, so I'm just stuck here now. So I'm like, well, I guess that was it. Too bad. That was a lot of fun. So then I take a right back onto the highway, and I'm going down there a bit. All of a sudden, I see on a side street the same damn car pulling into a driveway there. I'm like, oh shit, we got him!
Just by luck,
so
you completely
follow him there and find him there, and then so then I drive up there, and then we're just waiting out there for a bit.
Yeah.
And then the guy and the passenger come out, and the passenger is like, "No, this is all on you, man. This is your problem. This is your problem." And then so we're talking to him. I gave him some shit. You don't just back into a vehicle and leave like that. That
was a dick move.
You don't do a hit and run. That's just not what you do. And man, this guy, he's quivering. Like, you can tell.
Well, you guys are two big dudes to just stand there.
Man, he was scared. He was legit scared. And then, we keep talking. Turns out, I recognize this guy.
Yeah.
He had been here like an hour before this trying to sell me a PS3. So that was funny. So now I don't want to buy your PS3.
That's crazy, though. The chances of that.
Yeah, so now I don't want to buy your PS3. And then he goes and tells us his car isn't registered. Well, I felt bad for the kid. He seemed genuinely sorry and got freaked out and whatever. Yeah. So I told him, you need to be a man and go and report this. And whatever, I didn't think he was going to do it because I knew where he lived and the people he hung out with there that I saw, that he's, not great.
Yeah.
So, I go back to the shop, and then probably an hour or two later, that guy's buddy that was in the car while they hit the SUV, he comes in here and he's like, hey, did that guy try to sell you a PS3? I'm like, yeah, he did. And he's like, oh. And then he said a few words there. He's like, that's mine. He stole it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, okay, this guy is a complete dipshit.
Yeah.
At this point,
now there's no guilt.
Now we're going to call him in. So I called the cops about it, and I had to deal with them twice. I had to go make a statement 2 times to whatever, they wanted more information and stuff like that. And whatever. It's always good being on the good side with the cops. I've had to deal with them, I think, 3 or 4 times now since the shop opened.
That's one of those stories that was just fate.
Yeah.
Like, let me just walk you through that real quick. Guy comes in the shop to sell Shane a PS3. Shane does not buy the PS3.
And I didn't know why I didn't buy it. It was a good deal, and I had the money. And I said no. Just because you just see the guys walk in, and they look sketchy. And you don't want to judge, but sometimes I need to give it some more thought, or I want to see if they come back, or what the deal is. Because when they're coming in and they're offering a fairly low number, and it's like, I have no games and I have no cables. Well, chances are you just took it from your buddy's house and you didn't have time to grab the cables or anything. But
well, yeah, like I'm just saying, like he comes in, you don't buy this thing for whatever reason. An hour later, you see the guy, you don't know it's him. He does a hit and run on someone's car. You start following him just on impulse, completely spur of the moment decision.
An old lady got out of the SUV running after him and yelling him to come back. It was so
funny. That's right, yeah.
It's so funny, man.
So you're chasing this guy. You lose him 3 times.
3 times.
You make 3 random turns.
And I guessed right.
And you guessed right each time, and it was him. Then you find the guy, and even when you're hesitating bringing the guy in or like calling him in, His buddy comes in the shop.
That was there.
And tells you he was trying to sell you a stolen PS3 not an hour earlier.
Yeah.
So that was just meant to be.
That is a true story. And I can't believe it. Still, it was crazy.
So there's the big story of the week.
That was the big story.
We got more to tell, but let me just say hello to everyone. We got Alex Izat. Welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you, dude. I'm glad you made it to a podcast episode. How are you doing tonight? Poison, welcome here. We got Captain Retro in the house. He's been playing some Ghostbusters pinball for like 20 hours.
That's a good machine.
He's been streaming it.
Nice. How?
Like he just has a camera set up in front of it, and he's streaming Ghostbusters pinball.
Oh, that's all right.
It's interesting.
That is a really good machine.
Yeah. Remind me, Kevin. We want you on for season 2 of the podcast. We'll connect with you on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Kai Duke is here, of course. Kudan, welcome to the stream. Link guys here as well. We got Gold Gaming. Chris in the house. Hey guys, how are you doing? I stayed up all night and I have work in 3 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I know how that feels. I went to bed at 7 yesterday. I didn't go to bed. I tossed and turned for like 8 hours.
There you go.
It's real hot here right now. It's been humid as balls.
Sunday was otherworldly.
It was.
We're talking, it hit 40 degrees for sure, maybe a little bit higher than that. And that was just no fun. Nobody wanted that.
We got Emiliano here asking if me or Shane has played GTA Chinatown Wars. I have not.
I have not. I've played about 2 hours of GTA everything.
Wow. You gotta play that San Andreas. We'll talk about that. Laura Johnson, welcome to the stream as well. We got AK-47, our spreadsheet guy. Robert, welcome to the stream. Commie Nips, of course, and I believe that is gonna do it for everybody. Perfect. Perfecto. And Dee Dillon, I believe.
He was selling the PS3. It was like $50 or $60 or so, which isn't outrageous. It's not like $20 or anything, but I don't know. You get a feel for some of these guys.
No worries. Whatever you gotta remember these things. Well, fantastic. Awesome. You guys need a product photographer for your website. Alex is a very good photographer.
Is he?
He is. I'm a big fan of that guy. I wish I was better friends. Caden Peters, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, it's been a while since he showed up.
Yeah, man. Are we going to get the whole Wall family hanging out today?
I doubt it.
I say Wall family. Peters family. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, let's whatever. We'll move on. So moving forward, we got some shop trades this week, a few shop stories. I feel like I haven't been around much. You've been playing a lot of games.
Yeah.
What have you been playing? Like, you have quite a few games that you
since last week, we finished Earthbound. We started and finished Mario RPG. And we have started Chrono Trigger.
Oh. We have a volunteer to be Mrs. Wall.
Oh, well, she just stopped in, actually. That's kind of funny.
At the same time. You got beat to the punch, Corey.
Yeah, too bad. Otherwise, you would have been. You would have been, man.
But just a little too late on the draw there. Darlene beat you.
Yeah, she beat you by just a bit.
So you said Chrono Trigger, Mario RPG. You played through some of that Sonic Spinball.
Oh, that's right.
Sonic 2.
I went on a Genesis binge. I beat Streets of Rage 2, Sonic 2, and I got as far as I've ever been in Sonic Spinball, which is really weird. Because I played that game for hours in my junior high days.
Granted, that was junior high.
Still.
It's a little later now. It's a little bit later now. By the way, I just saw Corey's name. That reminds me to ship him his shirt.
Yeah, you haven't got me an address yet.
I didn't give it to you. Oh, yeah, I'll give it to you. You gave it to me like 2 weeks ago, and I guess I never passed it off to you.
I've been waiting.
That's right. I thought it was in the... Alright, it's fine. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, out of all, what are your opinions on everything you've been playing? Where are you at?
Earthbound was incredible. Mario RPG was a lot easier than I remember it being.
Yeah?
But I hadn't touched it in probably 13 years, so that probably explains a lot. And Chrono Trigger is just as good as I remember it.
Yeah? How far are you? That's the one you're currently playing.
Yep.
How far are you in that?
We're pretty far. We're well over halfway.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. I know you had a cool sale going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I wanted to do a Christmas sale.
In July?
Yeah, the middle of July, end of July. And yeah, we had presents.
A Christmas tree?
Fully wrapped presents, Christmas tree, lights, everything. And if you spend a certain amount of money, you get to open a present.
Yeah.
You got to open a present.
I did. I did.
Kai in the chat got to open a present.
He did, in fact.
I don't think anybody else watching got to open a present.
No. But there were gift cards. We had PlayStation disc cases, necklaces. It was t-shirts.
T-shirt, yeah,
T-shirts.
you got a T-shirt in there.
Because I needed another one of those.
Yeah.
I really did.
I didn't know if you'd seen them before, so.
Well, no, I hadn't, actually. I really like the design.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Did you make those?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Myself.
They look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really good. I like
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
I like that a lot. So yeah, that was super cool. You made a lot of cool sales, actually, because of it. Kai bought a Super Nintendo, and you had two copies of Chrono Trigger in the shop.
Yes.
He bought one.
He did.
You're playing through the other one.
Because I'm nervous someone's going to buy this one, so I had to quickly
You got to play it now.
Yeah.
Before it's all
That's
over.
the best part of having a game shop is you can order games that you want to play, and then you're done. You just
sell it.
Turn back and sell it.
Yeah.
And it works very good.
Part of that must be a little bit hard because I mean you got to get rid. Like I like to hoard things when it comes to games.
Yeah, I've got over that mentality ever since opening the shop. But by not hoarding these things, you get to be around these things all the time, and you get to see other people happy about these things and all that. So
yeah,
it works out.
I'm still in my hoarding phase. I like to just have stuff.
You do.
Natalie, welcome to the stream. It is very good to see you. I'm glad you can make it to a First Strike episode. And yeah, what did I buy again? I bought I bought a Wavebird off of you finally.
Yep.
I really needed that. The wireless GameCube controller. I haven't used it yet, but I'm pretty stoked about it.
It's broken.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I gave you the broken one.
Awesome. It's exactly.
So I knew you weren't going to touch it for a while, so.
Well, it'll be like a week. What else? I got Mario Strikers for the GameCube.
Yeah.
Missing from my collection. Also picked up F-Zero GX from you.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, like I like that game, but I'm never gonna even get close to getting anywhere in that game.
It's a tough game.
It's hard. Like I was playing it here. It's hard.
It is not easy, but it's really nice. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
As a game.
You're right. It does. Did you have any shop stories this week? I'm not sure how much I've been here.
Yeah, I mean, we moved through all those gifts between the Friday, the Saturday, so that was good. As far as, like weird customers and stuff, I think it was all somewhat normal.
You've had a few good sales days lately.
Yeah, we're on a good run here, which is good. Because, at the beginning of the month, you get all them bills and rents and all that mortgages stuff.
All them bills.
Yeah, gotta love them
The
bills.
Gauntlet, as you call it.
I call it the gauntlet.
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of the time here has been spent in this room renovating, doing stuff.
Yeah.
We got a new we ditched the green dusty couch from the thrift shop in favor of a nice black love seat. It's very comfortable. Again, we've been spending some money on soundproofing for the room. It's starting to look very professional in here.
It's at the end of all this, it's gonna look pretty good.
It is.
We'll see how it sounds, and hopefully it.
You can already notice the improvement now.
Yeah.
There is quite a bit going on, especially if I get closer to this microphone.
So we just gotta go in there and
get
talk
real,
a little bit deeper.
real close.
Yeah, we definitely got a love seat for me and Brandon after hours.
After the podcast,
where we watched The Notebook on repeat.
Ooh, and
that's
Fault in Our
why
Stars.
You were up till 7.
Yeah, because we
night.
were watching The Notebook 12 times in a row.
I saw that movie once.
Have you? I haven't seen that one.
Just don't even bother.
No?
Like
No, you don't like a good romantic comedy?
Rent it, burn it, pay the late fee.
Rent, don't buy.
Pay the whatever, the lost fee.
When we went to go pick up that couch, you also picked up a pretty nice TV, which was sweet. It's all right. It's like
it's just your cheapo 32-inch television.
You paid like $50 for it, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's nice. I just like having that second TV over there to play games on.
Yeah. It's not good to do anything too hardcore with it, but it's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. The Notebook is Corey's favorite movie. That's exactly what we needed to know. It's exactly.
Yeah, me and him are watching it later. I'm gonna put the monitor.
Dude, that's
on
our
one
thing.
Side.
That's our thing. You can't.
You said you retired tonight, so me and him are gonna.
You can't just replace me.
Well, I can with him.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Had a good burn for you, but I'm not gonna say it.
In terms of what I have been playing this week, would you like to take a guess?
We're gonna guess nothing.
Yeah, that'd be right. I was hoping I could make you think.
No.
Yeah, it's been a lame week. It's been a very lame week. Before we start getting into our topics and stuff here, I wanted to just bring this up now. Again, we're going to be launching Season 2, probably starting next week. We're making a few changes. We're adding a new little intro thing. We're going to be doing some segments. Guest stars will be a thing, including potentially the Missile9 Online, famous YouTuber in the chat. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be doing some interactive stuff with the chat. Potentially more giveaways in the future. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see that maybe we haven't thought of,
hit us up, man.
Hit us up in the chat. Give us your ideas, things that would make you want to come back and watch the podcast every week. Because if it's not up to your standards, we would love to try and get it there. So yeah, if at any point you have any suggestions, we are very open. Very open. And other than that, we can move forward.
Yeah, there's been not a lot of game talk.
No, we haven't.
In fact, we've had almost more baseball talk than game talk.
Oh, well, so the most popular baseball podcast in southeastern Manitoba. It's exactly what we're going for. It's why it's called First Strike. You might think it's a microphone, you can't see it here, but above the logo, you might think it's a microphone. It's not.
It's a baseball.
It's a baseball bat, and then a ball.
Should have put seams in there.
I know. I could very easily turn that logo into a baseball logo.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah. Oh, we go. Favorite romantic comedies segment. So you and hold on, Darlene, your wife. You and her said that you could, like, just joking around, you would switch places for a week.
Yeah.
That means I would have to do the podcast with Darlene one Tuesday if that would happen.
Then that's right, you would. Yeah, because we've talked about swapping for a week. I stayed home with the kids, and she's in here making sales.
That's right. It would become the Darlene show.
Yeah.
Where we talk about cooking.
I would watch the heck out of that.
Yeah.
Podcast. Man, would that be funny?
Well, we would have a romantic comedy segment.
Oh, you'd have to.
We have to. Fashion with Brandon and Darlene.
There you go.
We got Taking Care of Your Kids 101, a parent's guide. That's more her than me, but I'll throw in my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would be just a side thought.
Yeah.
Just a side thought. Anyway, let's talk about those games.
Let's
talk about them games.
Let's do it.
I have my first topic I wrote down here actually has nothing to do with games. So we're gonna skip over that one for now.
Oh, okay.
Let's go with this one. I love my Nintendo 64.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh, do you know?
I do. I'm a big fan.
Now, is there one game that stands out over the rest of them?
There is. Yeah.
Okay.
You got that Mario 64, obviously.
Oh, okay.
That's the game that stands out.
Oh, I thought there was a different one that you were a fan of.
Well, I also like that Paper Mario. Oh. I'm a big fan of that one too.
Yeah, you are.
I am. But that's not what we're talking about. Currently, I'm collecting for my GameCube collection, as I've made very clear to you. And I'm trying to get the most of the library, just
the library
in my possession. I would love to have a complete library at some point. What is one console that you would like to have a complete library for? All in the box, with the manuals, all the inserts. You have a complete library of whatever console you choose.
It's gonna have to be the Virtual Boy on this one.
All 16 games?
Yeah.
Man. No. I won't even let that be your answer.
No. Realistic, like, let's say they're all worth the same. Because it'd be tempting just to say NES, and then, well, now you have probably, I don't know, $200,000.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, I mean, like, we're not going off just value here.
Just off what I would like?
What you would just love to own. What would make you happy. What would make you wake up every morning with a big smile on your face.
That would probably... Oh, that's tough.
And why?
Yeah.
Is money what would make you happy? Is the value what's going to make you... Or is it the games?
No, like, for what I would look at and like to just look at on the wall, it would be the Sega Genesis.
I figured you might say something like that.
As far as games I would actually want to play in the future...
The Wii! Can you... Hold on a second. Can you imagine a complete Wii collection? That's so much crap.
It would be fun just to see if there's even one decent game on that thing. That would be the fun part.
Mario Galaxy.
No, I didn't even like that one.
I don't either, but other people do.
I don't know how. Stupid. No, I would probably end up picking the Super Nintendo.
Yeah? I feel like when you want a complete in-box collection of something, Nintendo's the way to go. Just because it's hard. Like, it is so cool to say you have a complete Nintendo. Like, the older stuff, when it came in cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
There's just something about that is impressive.
Yeah, they are a lot tougher to find that way. That's for sure.
Yeah. So the Super Nintendo, huh? Is that just for the RPGs?
Yeah, there's all sorts of MRPGs on there.
Okay.
But it's a tough one. It's really close. I would also love a Sega one. That would be... I think I'm going to go Super Nintendo, you're going to go Sega Genesis, and I'm going to rob you.
Of my Sega Genesis collection?
And then it'll be here.
A Genesis collection would be very pretty.
It would look...
Just on a shelf, that would look
just
real
so
nice.
I'm ready for that.
I've always wanted the N64. Like, there's not a lot of games in there that I would actually love to play. But just to see an N64 collection on your shelf, all in the box, that makes me real happy. And then my GameCube, obviously. Favorite systems of mine. Yeah, cool. That's all I need to know. Thanks, man.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, well, that was a fun episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Fashion with Brandon, that and Darlene would be great. I mean, right now I'm wearing a t-shirt with gym shorts and my Rocco's hat.
I'm also wearing gym shorts with my awesome Extra Life shirt.
Available now.
Available now. $24.99 plus shipping.
If you guys missed it, by the way, we did finally make a video for the channel. We did a little promotional thing for the Extra Life shirts. If you missed it, you can go watch it, give it a little peek.
So I have a segment idea that could be a thing. We're gonna do a soft launch on that today yet at some point. I don't know if we're gonna do it now.
A soft launch. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do a fun one here. What is your least favorite Mario spin-off game?
My least favorite Mario spin-off.
So games like Smash Brothers would be there. You get your Mario Tennis, baseball, soccer, Mario Party.
Party is a spin-off.
Party would be a spin-off.
Oh, man. There's so many.
There's a lot.
Like, there's a lot.
But if there's one that you could just never play again and you'd be totally fine with it. You got Mario Golf in there.
A Mario spin-off game. Like, I've never been huge into the sports titles. But they are good in terms, like, if I was going to play a sports game, it would probably be a Mario game over any other sports game. Like, realistically
yeah,
for
it's
me.
a good intro to the sports games.
So I don't necessarily want to rule out just any of those. Like, I'm never going to go play Mario Teaches Typing.
That's not a... We're not going to go that far.
No?
No, it's got to be on a Nintendo console.
Okay, that's fair. Man, that I would never play... So what doesn't count as a spin-off? Like, your Mario...
Just your mainstream Mario...
So would you consider, like, the Mario and Luigi games?
That would be a spin-off.
That is spin-off, okay.
Paper Mario spin-off.
Okay, wow. I never played Paper Mario. That sounds like shit.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's a stupid idea for a game. Man, I gotta think about that. Do you know what you would choose?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it an obvious choice? Like, am I gonna be like, oh,
no,
gross?
No, it's not obvious. It's... My choice is Mario Tennis.
Oh.
This is a game I loved when I was younger, and now there's just not enough depth to the game. There's not enough stuff in it. It's just blah. And I don't care. Like the last time I played one was on the GameCube, and I traded it in like a month later because I was just done with it. Yeah. Mario Golf can still have fun with that. Mario Baseball still have fun with that. Mario Soccer is a lot of fun. Yeah, that's my vote.
Okay, that's not like... Alright, I got two ideas here in my head. One actually does have to do with Paper Mario, because as I have made clear, I am a fan.
Yeah.
As I have made clear, they have ruined Paper Mario.
Yes.
I don't ever want to play Sticker Star. Ever.
Yeah?
I don't even want to know what that game is. I just know it's bad. I have tried it a little bit once.
I would rather try that than a new Mario Tennis.
Than a new Mario Tennis?
Yeah.
I really just don't like the tennis.
And I used to when I was younger, I guess. I don't know. I just don't feel it.
I had another one in mind that I wouldn't want to play, and now I lost track of that. It's in my head somewhere. I think it's on the Wii. Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games. I don't ever have to play that.
See, I've never touched that, but I'm intrigued.
Are you?
A little bit.
I like that, like, Mario and Sonic share a game. That's cool.
I don't like that.
I do. I think that's cool.
That's not cool.
But just because it's on the Wii, I just don't.
Yeah,
And like, it's
I'd rather play the 3DS version, probably.
Yeah. But it's just it's a stupid idea, for one. And I probably wouldn't have that much fun playing it.
No, probably not.
But, hey, I don't know. So yeah, either one of the newer Paper Mario games or that. Color Splash. Actually, no, I played Color Splash before I played Sticker Star. And I played Mario and Luigi Paper Jam before I played Color Splash. Can we just get a normal Paper Mario?
Yeah,
game?
they've been pumping that stuff out lately.
Just kidswear.
And just yeah.
I'm waiting for Paper Mario Switch, and then I'm just gonna be disappointed when I see that.
Oh yeah, we'll be disappointed.
Naturally. Perfect. I'm gonna just erase that off my list.
I got 2 bits of news while we're in this in-between thing here.
Okay, sure.
Mario Odyssey got rated by the ESRB.
Oh.
And it is now the first Mario game to be rated 10+.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rated 10+.
10+.
Wow.
I was surprised by that.
What are they normally rated? Is it just E for everyone?
Yep.
Huh.
Now they're E10 or whatever.
I mean, that dinosaur looked pretty damn real.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
In that trailer.
That's right. I forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe there's a little bit more to that game this time around. Go ahead.
I'm just very curious about what that game is now.
Me too.
It's so weird.
I just don't know what to expect.
Neither do I. It's just gonna be really
That's
bizarre.
coming out soon. That's next month, man.
What?
Yeah.
That was December.
No, September.
What?
Yeah.
They're gonna delay it. They're just going. They're going.
I don't know.
No, they're delaying it. It's Nintendo. They're not ready.
I don't know.
They're not ready.
They might be.
Must be a mature Mario game then. Maybe. I
can't wait to play it. Like I said, this is the first Mario game I've been looking forward to since Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door on GameCube, which was what, 2003?
That was a while ago.
So
it's been some time.
It's talking 14 years since I've even remotely been interested in playing a Mario game.
Yeah. All right.
That's a long time.
I hope they don't ruin it for you.
I'm expecting them to, but I'm open.
But you liked Breath of the Wild.
I
so
did.
Yes, we ought to be a little bit.
This can't be on that level.
It might be.
I would be shocked.
It might be.
Yeah, I doubt it.
It might. I don't think it'll be quite as good, but it's gonna be good in its own right.
I hope so.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm open to it.
Yeah, we'll see. What was your other bit of news there?
The other one is the Super Nintendo Classic. They're gonna have pre-orders coming up in the next few weeks.
Are you getting it?
Yes, I will.
You will?
Yep.
Are you gonna keep it this time or just sell it?
This time I'll keep it.
I wish I got that NES Classic when it came out and actually got it.
Yeah, I went through 3 of them. Sold them all.
Yeah. I wonder what those are. Are they still going for a lot?
They dropped a bit. Now you can pick them up for $250 to $300 Canadian.
Still.
It's still a bit much.
Like they retailed for $90.
Yeah.
like wow. They immediately. I've never seen something inflate that fast.
Yeah, that got really crazy for a bit.
It did. Like it got insane. I wouldn't mind getting it. I don't know how often I'd actually play it though. That's the thing. It's one of those things I would buy to keep it on my shelf.
Well, you would have to play through Earthbound.
Okay, see, but even then, like, I do want to play through Earthbound.
Yeah. But
would I actually play through it on the Classic, or would I just go play it on a Super Nintendo, right? Like, you have Earthbound in the shop, and I could play it here at any time.
You could.
Unless you sell it, of course.
Which could very easily happen. I've had a few people interested already.
Luke and Dan, welcome to the stream, guys. I remember
What
when I thought the
Luke
Nintendo
and
DS...
Dan?
Is it Luke and Dan?
Who the heck is Dan?
Well, Dan UTE 47.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
I thought you just read his name as Luke, and you're like, Luke and Dan. I'm like, what?
No, it's a Luke.
Ah.
Luke and Space Dan.
Yeah, there's Dan.
Yeah, you thought the Nintendo DS was so cool. It was cool when it first came out.
Yeah, I wanted one.
And then now it's just doesn't need to be a thing anymore because there's a Switch now. So there's no reason to keep
There's
marketing.
no reason to make games on this DS anymore.
But they're going to.
Oh yeah, they
Because
will.
it's a cash
They're
grab.
gonna keep going for a while.
It's a money thing. Anyway, yeah. So Earthbound, like, yeah, the game. I think the games they're putting on the thing is really cool, especially because Star Fox 2 is on it. I think that's sweet.
I just don't know if it's gonna be fun to play.
I don't either, but it's so cool that it's actually getting released.
Yeah, that part is really neat.
And I just think that is just like a pat on the back for Nintendo for doing that, because you never see that stuff like that happen ever.
No, almost never.
On an official Nintendo product, and not just like some bootlegged ROM. So yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. We're gonna play a game, Shane.
Oh,
this is the final episode of season 1.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take things back.
Okay.
To the early days of First Strike, where we had two segments. We would do them every week.
Yeah.
Every week. One of these segments was quick fire reviews.
Oh, we're bringing that back.
Just for today.
Okay.
I got 10 games here for you.
10.
10.
Man.
And I want you, how Quickfire Reviews works is I have 10 games for Shane, and he is going to, I'm going to list them off one by one, and he's going to review them in a short sentence to a couple words, to the best of his ability. And then after that, we're going to be playing another game, native to the early days of the podcast. We have video game fights.
Told you it was flying.
Yeah, I found him. I didn't see him till now, though. We each picked a low and a high tier video game character, and we're gonna each take our high tier, put them together in a fight, and then we're gonna talk it out.
Oh, they're gonna fight.
They're gonna fight.
They're
Shane, let's fight.
They're gonna fight so hard.
And we're gonna discuss. We're gonna talk it out and see who wins.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do the same thing with our low tiers, but probably vice versa. So we'll start off with quickfire reviews.
Hit me up.
Are you ready?
I am so ready.
So ready. On a scale of 1 to ready.
We're rocking a full-on ready.
Perfect. Fantastic.
Firing on all cylinders.
Firing on all cylinders. Opening up, Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger is the best time travel game I've ever played.
The best time
travel game ever made.
Ever made?
Yeah.
Man, all right. We've got Lunar for the PS1.
Lunar. Best original casing box thing and all the stuff it came with it just naturally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For the PS1 or just...
I was talking PS1, yeah.
Yeah.
It did come out on the Sega CD, but yeah, I need to play it.
On the Sega CD? I wonder if that's any fun.
Yeah, probably.
We'll keep up with the RPGs.
Okay.
Earthbound.
Earthbound is the quirkiest secret predecessor to Paper Mario.
The predecessor to Paper Mario. You really want me to play it, I feel like.
No, the music and all the dialogue just screams Paper Mario to me.
I think you just really want to sell me on this game.
No, that's the truth.
We've got Nier for the PS4.
Nier is the weirdest game I bought, just not knowing anything about. Very good game, awesome mechanics, just straight up weird and fun. Buy it.
Axiom Verge.
Incredible music and graphics, considering it's made by one guy. As far as the story goes, there's not enough to keep you going. So it kind of has pacing problems too, and you get stuck everywhere. But overall, it's a decent experience.
Weren't those the same problems that Metroid had? But
yeah.
Because it's like a newer
generation. That is
generation.
just what it's supposed to be.
Kim, welcome to the stream. Season finale indeed. This is the final episode of Season 1 of First Strike. Thank you for making it. We have the Twisted Metal series as a whole.
As a whole?
As a whole. Twisted Metal.
Not as good as Vigilante 8.
I was going to put that on the list, but I wanted to see... but I figured if I put Twisted Metal, that would be your review. We have Snowboard Kids.
Snowboard
Because you've played it now.
Yeah.
With me, recently.
I don't know if this game is fun or just stupid.
It's fun! It's fun!
The game would be a lot... I don't know if it would be more fun or less fun with the whole end of the mountain mechanic, get on the ski lift thing. That, man.
I think that's what makes it fun.
I think if they took it out, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. But that, man, that's just... You gotta play this thing. It's stupid.
I love that game. I love it. We got DJ Hero. DJ Hero
is one of those games that I just can't take myself seriously enough to actually put it in and try it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I don't really care either. I don't even know how you would play it.
I'm with you.
I don't see it being fun. Yeah, I'm repping the Rocco's hat. Gotta get that advertising out there. Sponsored by Rocco's Pizzeria.
There you go.
Call for delicious hot and ready. We got The Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac.
Yes.
Way better as a handheld game than a sit in front of your computer PS4 type game.
Yeah, I bet. Where did you play it for the first time?
Vita.
Vita?
Yeah.
Nice. And that was a good experience?
Very good.
I really need to play that one.
I
love how...
hours and hours and hours into that.
I love how much it's inspired by the original Zelda. I can't believe you played that before the original Zelda.
I absolutely did.
What's better?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, what's better? What would you play again first?
30 years apart.
So? What's better?
I don't know. How do you...
Last one.
Okay, there's more than like 2 songs in the game.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We got 3 or 4 of them.
So that's
Because you can't really... Can you have more than that? Can we have more than 3 songs in a game?
I don't know if you can.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, yeah, there is a Switch port of Binding of Isaac. I forgot about that.
There is. I've considered playing it on there, but, like, I don't know. It's cheaper on Steam.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have the game that I still want you to finish. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Yeah, Luka-yay.
I think now that the dust has kind of settled on this game, it was an okay game.
Yeah?
Not where it should have been, but better than complete garbage.
Yeah.
So I call that a success.
Sure.
It was their first time
I liked it.
going on their own, doing their own thing. So I think that was good enough for them to make another game, and hopefully they do.
Would you want a ukulele too? Or would you want something
I want
different?
them to do something different.
Something different.
Yeah.
That's good. I think they should also do something different.
I like Banjo and Kazooie better than Yuka and Lele.
Yeah, you'll never be able to duplicate that.
No.
But it was, yeah, in terms of a 3D platformer, they did an okay job. And bam, ladies and gentlemen, that was quick fire reviews. At a beast, Shane. You did good on that.
Yeah.
You did good on that. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we tried.
I'm proud of you.
All right, so doing the soft launch on this new segment thing.
That we're soft launch.
I haven't named it.
Testing the waters.
It's going to be something like the bonus round experience stop and swap shop zone.
Oh. You took all, Nacho Machine.
Nacho Machine.
You took all of the words. I didn't have anything to throw in.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to call it something. Okay. Anyways, it's going to be a little history lesson on certain things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a short little story time. So you can sit back, relax.
Okay.
Try to listen, take notes even, because this will be on the midterm later.
Perfect. I am paying attention.
So yeah, we're gonna delve into Nintendo coming to North America and trying to convince retailers that, you know what, video games are back and they're gonna be back. And the reason nobody wanted these games is because Atari and Coleco and these companies just killed off the entire market. There was a big video game crash. Retailers wanted absolutely nothing to do. You're a dick. They wanted nothing to do with video games at all. They were done. Everything was moving into actual computers and the whole bit. So people were done with it. So what Nintendo did, their number one president guy said, you know what, we're going to pick the toughest market in the States.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to make it work there. If we can make it work there, then it can work everywhere. So they picked New York City for the first test launch, which came with Duck Hunt, The Gun, Rob the Robot, and Gyromite.
Rob.
Yeah.
Gyromite. I don't even know what that is.
No, it's the game that you can play with Rob.
Oh, good. All right, sure.
Stack up and whatever. So they go to these retailers and stuff, and also while all this is going on, the States and the Japanese hate each other. This is a big thing.
Yeah.
So they don't want to take these Japanese products as part of their thing during this time. So it was a whole different world back then. But yeah, so Nintendo was trying to talk to these guys about taking in their Nintendo Entertainment System, and they're just saying no, absolutely not going to do it. So they have a second meeting, and this time the president doesn't go, but he sends his son-in-law, who is working at Nintendo, to go and talk to them. Mm-hmm. So he convinced them that you can take the product in, but you only have to pay for what you actually sell. So essentially, they just dropped off 100,000 units in New York City with not receiving a dime. Now, the president, this guy's father-in-law, had no idea that this agreement was going to be made, and it was already signed and stuff, so now he had to do it, but he was not aware that his son was going to offer this to them.
$100,000.
Yeah, 100,000 units.
Yes, yeah.
So it ended up going pretty good, but not as good as you would think. They sold half of their stock, which was 50,000, but that was enough. And they done a lot of market research with people that had tried it and stuff like that. They said they loved Duck Hunt, they loved the robot. Everybody was pumped about the robot, and Mario Bros was a lot of fun, and it was better than anything they had seen at the time too. So they kept going with their test markets in St. Louis, Los Angeles, Chicago, and then eventually San Francisco. And it ended up working for all of them, and it was enough to change video gaming as a whole, and they put it out everywhere after that.
And they were able to do that right away?
Yep.
Just distribute it?
Yeah, because it had been out in Japan for about 2 years already, so they knew how to make it work and all the production and all that sort of stuff. So Yeah, that's how they got it to eventually launch here, and had that son-in-law not done that thing and just say, yeah, just take it and pay us later.
Oh, man.
Could have been very different.
Well, just like if Nintendo gave all their rights to Atari to distribute.
Yeah, that was the first option.
Yeah, there's just things like that. I would just love to know what would be different if these decisions were never made. If we got the Nintendo PlayStation, right?
Yep.
Like just all these. Oh, that would be cool, right?
It'd be very cool.
Or things would be tragic, right? It varies. I am surprised that Kim in the chat has played The Binding of Isaac. That's really cool. I'm very surprised though. Jeff, welcome to the stream.
What's up, Jeff?
I don't recognize your name. I imagine
he's from Earthbound.
Oh, good. Oh, he heard us talking about his game.
Yeah.
And he wanted live interview actually with Jeff from Earthbound. Are you mad you don't have a sequel yet? I would be.
So if you have one of these launch NESs, that is worth big time money.
And how do you know? Just the serial number?
The serial number.
Yeah. Man. How many are there out there? That
I think the earliest one that anybody's had was like 120.
120.
I think so. I think that was the earliest one that's been found or whatever. It's still around.
Is there a serial number that's just one?
Yeah.
Just one.
There will be.
The NES 1. Like the first NES to be made. Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be worth so much. If that hit eBay, man.
I wouldn't even know what that would sell for. Imagine if someone just brought that in here one day. Like they're just bringing in an NES to trade. You check the serial number. It's NES 1. Somehow ended up in Canada. In your GameShop. I mean, someone brought in Worms on again.
That's how we get to 1 million subscriptions on YouTube.
That's how we do it. That's what we need to make happen. That check will be in the mail. 3 weeks.
Yep.
3 weeks. Anyway, like I brought up before, we had two of those old segments we used to play around with. We had quick-fire reviews as well as video game fights. I challenge you, Shane.
Yep.
I challenge you right now. What low tier did you pick?
Oh, we went with the man.
The man.
The man himself, the legendary
Pitfall Harry.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog as a low tier?
Yep.
A low tier.
He's got nothing, man.
That's a low tier.
What's he gonna? He's gonna run around you?
Yeah. Okay. Wait though. I picked two really weird ones.
Okay.
My low tier, like it is a low tier, even though it's huge. King Thwomp from Mario 64.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a big target.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a small target.
I don't see how I can hurt you.
I don't see how I can catch you.
I don't see how my homing attack can hit you.
Well, you got to get behind me, which won't be hard for you. I don't know how you're gonna knock me over though. My issue here is all I have to do is fall on you and you're dead. But you're very quick. I'm not quite sure how King Thwomp over here is gonna lay his ass.
I don't know how he's gonna do that.
But I also don't know how you're gonna knock me over. Does Sonic get his Chaos form? Shit.
If all 7 of these Chaos Emeralds are on the island.
Are they?
Then yeah.
I feel like 1 is on the island.
Well, that doesn't help.
But we need to go to the other 6 islands to get that.
Okay. Well, maybe we're better off. Well, in that Sonic Boom video, he runs on water, so I could run to these other
You're
islands.
basing off the Sonic Boom video. It's not even from the... Man, you are...
I'm grasping.
You are reaching. I mean, I don't have a lot to go. I have 1 boss fight to go off of here. I can slowly walk in circles.
See, I think eventually you have to go for the kill move, where I'll sidestep you, and then just homing attack on your back.
Maybe?
I guess.
Maybe?
But I should be fast enough to just run around you and then jump.
Yeah.
Like Sonic's the fastest thing alive.
The fastest thing alive.
As in the theme song for that show.
See, but when Darlene bakes, and then you tell me about it, I feel like I might be the fastest
thing alive. You would be
alive.
close.
I'd be a close second.
Funny story, when Emma's, when we're talking about something that's really fast, she'll be like, is it fast like Sonic? That's actually what she says.
I'm almost wondering if Emma becomes the gamer kid and Gunnar doesn't.
Could be.
Like I am more interested in where your kids' lives are
I'm
going.
disappointed if he becomes the Grand Theft Auto Call of Duty kid.
Oh, you're not gonna.
I will just cry.
You're not gonna let that happen.
I will not.
You're Shane Wall.
I will not let those heathen games in my house.
Heathen games, infidel titles. Man, this is a quick one, but I really think Sonic would win.
Yeah,
there's just no way.
I don't know how. Like,
I don't even have an argument. Like, I would have to land on you, but you will always be able to move out of the way.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, you've got one move.
I do. You picked a very broad character. I picked a very niche character.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping you'd go with Goomba or something. But no, that wasn't the case. Fine, we'll move up. Who's your high tier, Shane?
My high tier was good old Master Hand.
Master Hand. Okay. This would be an interesting fight in Smash Bros. I went with a character. One of my favorite games. It's a she.
Oh.
She is one of 5 playable characters in this game. And she didn't get another game. Because Rareware decided that... And Nintendo decided that she just is only going to exist in this game. We have Tiny Kong.
As a high tier.
As a high tier character.
Okay.
Yes. As a high tier character.
Okay.
Yeah. She's got a lot of moves.
Well, she's quick and nimble when she needs to be.
And she can climb up trees, actually. I don't know if you know that. And we're on an island! so I like what you did there. I'm a big fan of that. I wish I could cue the DK rap.
Yeah, no kidding.
So yeah, I got a feather gun. I got bombs. Explosive oranges, if you will.
Sure.
I got a really sick-ass saxophone. What do you got? Yeah.
We got bullets.
Apparently, you can
shoot.
imaginary bullets. You can slap me around a little bit.
Slap you around. We got lasers.
I can ponytail twirl.
Yeah, and I can fly. I can pick you up and... Isn't that a move? Maybe it's not a move.
You fly, yeah, you go around and then you come down.
Flies around and stuff.
See, but the thing with Master Hand is how he dies is I only have to hit you a certain amount of times and then you kind of run out of power.
That's true.
That's how
But just how many guns to the face can you take?
Tiny Kong? Well, I could take about 5 melons worth. Give or take.
5?
No, it's 3 melons.
3 melons?
Three,
at most?
I could take 3 melons worth.
Okay, now we're on an island, so there will be more melons.
I could go get more melons.
Potentially on...
Yeah, it's a tropical place.
So...
Health is available to me. And I'm thinking of this in Smash Bros. Logic. If Tiny Kong was a Smash Bros. Character, right?
Well, every Smash Bros. Character can beat this, so I'm happy you didn't take a Smash Bros. Character.
I'm glad. Otherwise, you would have no argument.
Because Donkey Kong could kill him. I don't know about Tiny Kong.
Tiny Kong could kill him.
No.
Like, if I do my twirl move, I'm jumping in the air, I'm doing that twirl move.
That twirling won't hurt, though.
I feel like it would, though.
Your ponytails?
Listen, if I was a Smash... If Tiny Kong was a Smash Bros. Character, you cannot tell me she would not have a move where she jumps in the air.
I don't care how...
You can't tell me that she...
I don't care how hard you're hitting me in the face with your ponytail.
Okay, fine.
It's just not going to hurt that
Then I'm
much.
feather gunning you.
It's a feather!
I don't care. You're a hand! I'm going to give you...
guns and lasers!
I'm going to give you mad paper cuts, bro. Mad paper cuts. You're going to be just irritated.
What? The feathers?
The feathers.
They move so slow.
Have you heard that thing? It sounds sharp.
It does, but...
It sounds very sharp.
What
if
it's
bombs.
windy?
Bombs.
What if it's windy?
Bombs. It's not windy. It's fine. If it's windy, then... If it's windy, you're a floating hand.
Bombs, you have oranges.
Yeah, exploding oranges.
How do they explode?
I don't know, but they do, and you know they do.
It doesn't even make sense.
But they do.
No.
I also can lull you to sleep with my beautiful saxophone music.
But you need this pad. We're not on that island, that Donkey Kong special.
I don't need the pad. You can play it anywhere.
Oh, you can. You're right.
You can play it anywhere. So, get wrecked, son. What else is Tiny Kong?
Okay, but how are you getting out of my lasers and my guns?
Well, I'm ponytail twirling out of the way.
That doesn't last very long.
I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever you fire these guns, you have to stay still.
Yeah, and then what?
And then I just move out of the fucking way. That's what happens. Master, you can't move when he does this. You can't.
Yeah, but I shoot them at you.
Yeah, and I just move.
You just move.
I just move. I feel like it's a pretty slow projectile. This is like your feather argument. It just doesn't matter. You move. It's fine.
Well, it's a feather.
It's a sharp feather.
It's just a feather.
So?
I'm gonna have to clean this mic.
I spit everywhere when I said that.
You did.
I did. I had water. Well, how do you win then, kiddo?
Well, we've got bullets and lasers. And we can just fly around. I can just pick you up and squeeze you.
Sure.
I got that move.
Sure.
You're telling me she can withstand being squeezed by a hand?
She's a Kinky Kong. Kinky Kong.
Kinky Kong.
Kinky Kong. What's up, Joe B? Welcome to the stream. I'm in favor of Master Hand.
Okay, let's leave it to the chat then.
You got someone in your team. Who do you think would win in this fight? Tiny Kong, who's pretty much Dixie Kong, if you don't know who Tiny Kong is, versus Master Hand. I picked a really bad high tier.
Yeah, that's a mid tier at best.
I was hoping you would kind of pick something not super.
Well, it's not super high.
No, it's not.
If you would have picked Jigglypuff, that would have technically won.
Jiggly. Any Smash Bros character.
Any Smash Bros.
I could have picked Pichu.
Could have. Oh, baby.
Yeah, people are down with the Master Hand. I can't argue this.
And the 2-0 sweep.
For our first video game fights back, that didn't go well for me.
No, it didn't.
Did
you like that?
No, I didn't.
Did you like that?
No, I wasn't a fan.
Don't make me chase you down.
I'm not a big fan of how that went for me.
Chase you down.
Normally, it's kind of 1-1. It's rare we have just a sweep.
Yeah.
That's good. I missed that segment. That's a good one. It's a good throwback. Retro first strikers out there.
You just called them that. That's
did.
The first time we've called anybody that.
That's true.
If anybody gets that tattoo,
First.
send the bill to me and I'll pay it for you.
The first strikers. There we go. Is that what we call our fan base now?
Wow, you just did it.
The first I didn't plan it.
I was never gonna do it.
I didn't plan it. It just
You just said it.
I just came out that way.
There you go, guys. That's all you.
All right. Good. I have a question on here. I'm going to save it till after whatever you want to say, because it's a very easy question. You'll be able to say it very quickly.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Well, we're gonna discuss old games.
Okay.
Reproductions versus authentic.
Like a virtual console?
Nope. We're talking actual fake cartridges versus authentic cartridges.
Ah.
I've been tempted as a shop to get repros in here.
To sell
them. Now, is this a good thing to have or a bad thing to have?
If you are trying to pass them off as the original copies, I know you're not. That's bad.
That's a dick move.
That's a bad move. Now, to sell them and advertise them as, yeah, it is a repo cart, I can sell it to you for a lot cheaper because it's a repro. That's different. And, like, it's very much, that's an opinion-based question. Like, it comes down to how you feel about it. I don't think it's, I wouldn't want repro cards. I don't want them.
I also wouldn't want them.
I wouldn't want them. But I want to bet there are some people out there who wouldn't care.
Yeah, say you're looking at Earthbound, you can drop the $270 to $300 on this thing, or you can buy the repro at like $40-50.
Yeah,
that is pretty tempting. I think more so to the younger crowd, the high school crowd.
Yeah,
if you're into those older games and stuff like that, now here is a way to play them. Sort of realistically, because it's on the cart, on your real system. Because playing on ROMs on your PC, that just takes away from the experience.
It does. It really
I don't know
does.
what it is. If it's just a head thing, but I just can't get into it. Like, that's why I've stayed away from Earthbound all these years. I just can't. I just didn't want to do it until I had the cart and the Super Nintendo, and then do it that way. And it was much better. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Like, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
So
an authentic experience
I can't decide if I want to start bringing in the repros or not.
I would vote against it almost. I think you want them in here just to say you have them in here, right? I don't know how many people would, because I think just the mental thought that this isn't authentic, like somebody else made this, kind of just turns people off to the idea.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't want, if I have a bunch of these repros, I don't want people buying them and then flipping them on Kijiji or garage sale, stuff like that, and then trying to make money that way, because that wouldn't be good.
It's a risky move in general, because
it is, and I can't tell if it's doing the people a service or if it's a disservice. I wrestle with it.
It's very easy to take advantage of. Like, it's...
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Because one thing I have thought about, you can buy these things called the name's escaping me now. EverDrives, which is like a master cart. You throw in an SD card in there, and it becomes a master cart that you play in your NES, in your Super Nintendo, your N64, whatever. And it just has all the games on there.
Oh, was that company you reached out to a while ago? With that weird red controller and console? They had all the...
No.
That's a different thing. Okay.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
This is just the actual cartridge.
Right. Okay.
So, they have that. The problem with that is it's really expensive. You're looking at, like, anywhere from $200 to $400, depending on the unit. But then you get all the games technically on there. Now, is that a good thing to carry?
See, that's different. That's different. I don't know why it's different. Because that's like a... that's more like a virtual console thing to me. To a certain degree.
It is.
Because I don't have a problem with virtual console.
It's on legit hardware. It's a funny thing.
It is. It's very weird.
I don't know what to... I don't know.
I just feel like reproduced carts is taken away from the company who made the games, right? Because they're not benefiting from it at all, like they never were, and it's just, it's like a life hack, and it bothers me because it's a life hack. It's a way to play things without being authentic about it. I don't know. Morally, it's wrong to me, to a degree. Like I would not buy a repro cart. I just wouldn't.
I also wouldn't, unless if it's a game that you cannot get out here.
That's like different. That's, yeah, if you wanted one of the Final Fantasies or something that was only in Japan. Or something like
it's a tough one. I think about it all the time. Like, one day I'm on this side, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to order a bunch of them. And then the next day I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just can't do it.
I think, yeah, it's the money thing, as Kai said in the chat. It's just a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Yeah. It's like, I think the collector will want the legit one, and they're fine with paying for the legit one. Mm-hmm. But somebody that just literally wants to go and play it, that's a different...
Well, that brings me to that there's another option. You can get all the Japanese releases of these games. Because it's the same game, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yep.
And that's official. But it's Japanese.
But it is then Japanese.
You can get... Like, you can switch the language to English.
In some of the games.
And it's, like, you can get Mario Party 2 for like
you get all 3 Mario Parties for like $30-$40.
Yeah, like it's insane what the jump
one,
is.
Like North American Mario Party.
I'm pretty sure Earthbound's really cheap in Japan. Yeah. Like it's
Chrono Trigger in the box is like $15-$20.
Like come on, how is that a thing?
In the box here it's like $500.
Like that's just BS. It's so much BS. See, that I would be more okay with. But when people say, "Oh, it's in Japanese," I don't want that. Like you can tell them you can maybe switch the language to English depending on the game. But people don't want to buy a Japanese game, so there's give and take there too. Like it's a hard question. Yeah, but I don't like it. I wouldn't. If you were going to bring reproduction carts, I wouldn't buy them. That's where I stand.
I don't know, man.
That's where I stand. But as long as we're talking about games, speaking of games, that's a very broad. Speaking of James Bond, let's talk about that GameCube again.
Oh.
And the PlayStation 2, actually.
Okay, we're going back there.
And the Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna play. I'm very curious what we're gonna do here. I have 4 questions for you.
Okay.
And you can just talk yourself through it for a little bit.
Okay.
What do you think is the best GameCube game in the library?
The best GameCube game
in the library. Don't need to spend too long thinking about it. I just need to know what you think. If there's any GameCube game that stands out, which one is it that you would play?
Let's go Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime? Yeah, that's a solid choice. What's the best PS2 game? I know you don't like the PS2, but there's a lot of good games on it. And
was there though?
Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X? I think that's a console you need to spend more time with.
No.
What if I get you like a controller adapter for it, just so you don't have to use the controller?
No.
And then what's your best original Xbox game?
Oh. Man, original Xbox?
Yeah.
Probably Fable.
Fable? That makes me happy that you say that.
I don't know, like, Halo was fine, Halo 2 is fine, I just don't care much for that type of game. Because you have to go with exclusives here, I feel like.
You do. You can't pick a...
Yeah, so whatever. We'll rock with Fable for.
Perfect. So you have 3 solid exclusive titles for the
Yeah.
3 consoles of this generation. Now, I want you to talk this out. Which is the best one?
Out of those 3?
Out of those 3, who made the best exclusive title in their library? What do we have? We have Fable: The Lost Chapters for the Xbox. We got Metroid Prime for the GameCube versus Final Fantasy X. All very different games. You have an RPG in there.
Yeah.
You have a action
Fable's,
adventure.
Yeah, sort of.
I'm always weirded by that. It's not really an RPG. It's like
It is more
an
adventure.
adventure. Yeah.
On the bottom of my list, I would put Fable. Just because
It's fair.
It was a good game overall. I haven't played it in probably 9 years, so I don't remember much.
Doesn't count, Dylan.
But yeah, it was all right. The music was good. The gameplay was good. I thought it was pretty short.
Yeah, it was a shorter title.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah. I remember it being kind of short, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was one of the first games to do that whole, your actions affect the gameplay, the story
Yeah,
type.
that's right.
It was one of the early.
Yeah,
ones
so
to do.
it was they did a lot of good things in there, but you could tell it was still a new idea. It needed more. No, it was good for what it was, but you could tell it was a new thing, like a newborn child. You knew it was gonna. They had to keep going. They didn't make it good later on.
Yeah.
But it was a really good starting point. So that slots in at number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, we're gonna slot in Metroid Prime.
Yeah. Really? That's going under Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go Metroid Prime. Awesome game. Just changed that franchise around. Just 100%. It was dormant for years, so it was really nice to see that. And I remember there was a lot of hate that, oh, it's a first-person shooter. Oh, that's horrible. Why would they do this? How could they do this? But everybody they were able to shut up real fast once they started playing it and experiencing it. Definitely a solid, awesome move by Nintendo to let Retro work on that, and just, man, did they knock it out of the park.
It's very similar to Wind Waker. People hated that when it came out. You made Zelda a cartoon? What is it? And then everybody loved the game.
Yeah, I still need to play that one.
Yeah, it's very good. It's just people don't like change.
Yep.
It's a hard thing to deal with. So Final Fantasy X's the top list then.
Yeah.
Was it an action or a turn-based?
Turn-based.
Okay.
Best battle system in the Final Fantasy universe, in my opinion. Storyline was good. Music was better. It's one of those games I'm going to play probably every 3 years.
I'm very happy there's one game. Like, you hate the PS2 just because of the controller, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'm glad there is one game on it that you love so damn much.
Yeah.
That just makes that you can appreciate the PS2 a little bit. Because it's a very good console, whether you like it or not.
Aside from that and Guitar Hero, I really didn't ever feel the need to play that thing.
There's just so much on that game's library. That console's library is massive.
It is, but everything just looked terrible. Graphically, it was so underwhelming of a unit.
A little bit. But again, graphics aren't always...
No, but that's... Man, like, the load times were shit, and just... Yeah.
It was a fantastic selling unit. Everybody has a PS2.
It still shocks me the PS4 is outselling at the same, at a better pace than the PS2.
Yeah, I can't really wrap my head around that.
Insane. That's just insane.
Puzzle gaming's definitely not dead.
No.
No,
I remember leading up to this generation, a lot of people were saying this is going to be the last generation where you have to go buy a console, and it's just going to go like PC from now on, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But no, they're wrong.
Yeah, they were very
There
wrong.
so many analysts that said, yeah, this will be the last wave of consoles. But no, this will not be the last.
No,
they're selling, what are we at, like 60 million PS4s or something like that?
It hasn't even been
Plus,
that
they
long.
were profiting at the beginning. Usually they sell them because they're losing money. Like, they cost so much and they sell it lower so they can still get it out there, so they take a hit on them.
Yeah.
But they were making money ever since the first one.
That's cool.
So, I mean, I don't know how much money they were making, but say they're even profiting $50. Well, it's $300 million.
Yeah.
Just off your hardware unit, never mind controllers yet.
Yeah.
So, because now we're needing to pay $100 for a damn controller.
Apparently, I still don't.
Man.
Just what kind of BS is behind that logic? If people are willing to pay it, That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, like, honestly, it should be that high. I mean, the things you can do with a second controller, like 2 players, all that experience, and it's a one-time fee of $100. Like, whatever. I get that you can charge that, but it's still kind of a dick move.
It is. No, you're absolutely right. So what? GameCube. This is the Generation 4 consoles. What generation?
Yeah, that's a tricky slope there.
I'm trying to think.
There's like technically 7 or 8 different.
I know. Some I don't count.
Things.
Like I always start at the NES and then work. Whatever. So you would say in that generation that the Final Fantasy X is the best game? Because that's where we were going with that.
Yeah, sure.
Final Fantasy X is the best game in that entire generation of games.
Yeah. Well, I said it, so yeah.
Interesting. I liked that question a lot. I was very proud that I came
that's
up with
not bad.
that. Final Fantasy X, a game I have not played, mind you, for more than 20 minutes. Yeah, perfect. I got 2 more things written down here. You've got nothing.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. So let's do some reminiscing. Remember that episode where we sat down and talked about our favorite shop memories?
Yes.
We're gonna do something similar.
Okay.
Since this is the season finale for First Strike, we're gonna sit down.
Yep.
We're gonna talk out some of our favorite YouTube memories. Cause as of I think 2.5 weeks from now, First Strike will be 1 year old.
Wow.
1 year. The 1 year anniversary. We'll have a special episode for that.
Yeah.
I know. I can't believe
That's
it's been
crazy.
a year. It is. It's insane. So I'm curious, what have been some of your favorite YouTube highlights so far that we've done? Including the podcast, other things. One of mine, because it's the first time we really went out and did something, was the Nintendo Switch launch.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Man, it was cold.
It was so cold that day.
And we were filming just with my phone, and I was
that was cold.
interviewing people. It was freezing. I did not wear enough layers. You just wore a hoodie that day.
Yeah.
Oh man, we were interviewing people in the line March 3rd for the Nintendo Switch launch. We were at the mall. We stayed there. I don't know, 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours.
At least it was probably 4 or 5 by the time we were out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. I kind of want to do that with the Super Nintendo Classic.
I don't know if it'll be as. Oh no, it probably will actually.
It will.
Considering the NES, how that went.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good memory because there was a bunch of us who went out there. It wasn't just me and Shane.
Yeah.
We had Kai and we had Brayson and Mason was there. It was a good group of us, which made it a lot of fun. Getting the Switch and seeing it was sweet.
Yeah.
At the time, because we were all hyped for it. And man, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's one of my favorite memories in terms of the YouTube channel. We haven't done a lot in terms of videos, and I know we haven't.
Yeah. The 36-hour live stream of Zelda was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really good.
We need to do more of that.
Man, that was a lot of fun.
It was.
In the moment, it was, but like I just look back at that and was like, yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we got to do that again.
It was a good time. 36 hours of Breath of the Wild. We had we got 30 McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
One of those days.
That's right.
We all ate like 5 and we're just done.
Oh.
Just no more.
Yeah, that was.
I thought I could do more than 5, because I only hit 5. I think you hit 7 or 6.
I might have had 6 or 7. Yeah, I can't remember.
It was that was just ridiculous. We had God come bring us Skittles.
Yeah.
Right.
What are those other things?
Maltesers. We got a bunch of Little Caesars that we ate like shit.
We did.
That was the grossest 3 days of my life.
I agree.
I think we need 36 hours of Super Mario Odyssey.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
That'd be interesting.
I would not be opposed to that.
Why did we pick 36? Oh, because your wife left.
She was gone for the 3 days.
That's
We did 12-hour live streams.
Oh, that's how we were even able to pull that off, because Darlene left.
Exactly.
Right. So that.
Otherwise,
that'd be hard to do again.
She needs to go away on more of these holidays, and we'd be doing this stuff all the time.
Can you talk her into that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Once the kids are older, it'll be totally different if we're still doing this then.
Yeah. That was definitely a lot of fun. We've done a few other videos. We reacted to the Switch a couple times.
Oh yeah,
that came out. Those were kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, those are all right. I'm excited. Like my most excited thing is just getting a better studio, if you want to call it that. Just like improving it. Like the amount of times we rearranged this room.
Oh, it's gross.
Man, it's just And like one of the stupidest stories was when we were first looking to stream stuff, and we had this HD PVR thing, and we had the power cable. We couldn't find the unit itself. We looked. We
everywhere
ransacked this entire room, just boxes and boxes and boxes, everything, not in there. And I'm like, I think you must have just borrowed it and brought it to your place or something. So we go to his place. Nope, not there. We go to his other place. Nope, not there. Come back in here. Go through everything again. Nothing. Can't find this thing. And to this day, we still do not know where this thing went.
Nope.
Or where it is.
Nope.
Gone.
It's weird. This is one of the greatest mysteries of the shop.
Totally.
Because I got Shane to order this thing because we wanted to start streaming. We never used it once. Like we had it in here. We didn't have a streaming setup yet. We just had the unit here, and it just stayed on the counter for like a month.
We had it here for a long time. I could have sworn it was just there, and I just went to go get it.
Yeah, we had a black shelf by the door to the podcast room for a while, and that was the last place I ever saw it.
Yeah,
and it disappeared. I have a hard time believing someone stole it because we had all the cords.
They would have had to have come in here, and they didn't need the proprietary cables and all that stuff.
Yeah, it just gone.
Yeah.
Just gone. And then we ended up getting the Elgato, which is a better streaming thing anyway. So.
Oh, man. RW Studios just gave me an idea.
You're going to give her an all-expense paid trip to...
We're going to start a Patreon.
Oh, my God.
And once we hit that amount, the lady goes on holidays, and then we stream.
Man, that's the first Patreon tier that actually benefits people that you've came up with. At $700, we're getting a nacho machine. That affects none of you at all. But we get a nacho.
I forget. I've come up with like 5 or 6 of them that are just stupid.
Yeah, but they're funny. Like I would
still put them up there.
I would almost want to donate just to have that happen. A Patreon would be great. Well, we'll get to that Patreon, Caden, when we have a website.
Oh.
Maybe that's when we get a Patreon.
Oh.
Because I remember that being talked about half a year ago.
Yeah.
Same time as our little GameCube story. It is the end of season 1.
And we do not...
We have never disclosed what we were talking about.
It's true.
Can we talk about
it? Can't do it.
Yeah, we can.
Can't do it.
We can.
No.
We can.
No. When that thing happens, it's going to be awesome. We can't do it yet.
Okay, so if you're not... We haven't mentioned it in a while. It's been a while. Every episode we used to tease, because we thought we were getting it very soon. This cool Sega Atari box thing that someone was making for the shop. And we didn't want to say what it was because we wanted to show it, make a video about it because of how ridiculously cool this thing is going to be.
And it's almost all done. There is one key component that is making it not done.
Yeah. And
the manufacturer of this thing is being a complete dick face.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a dick face, and he's being a dick face. And he keeps saying, yeah, it'll be a week, 2 weeks, and they'll be back on the market. 2 weeks. It's been, a year.
It's been a year.
We're on the top of this waiting list, and everything else is done, just not this thing.
And it's hilarious because we have been referencing this thing since single-digit episodes of the podcast.
Yep.
That's when this was originally brought up.
Yeah, and I've been trying to get him on the podcast, and he's like, once that thing's done, I'll come on the podcast. So I'm hoping he's just got like really bad stage fright, and he just doesn't want to come on.
Like it's been done for a year. He just doesn't want to be on the podcast. That's the catch.
See it on Garage Sale all of a sudden.
Yeah. Man, it's just insane. Whatever. I would love to just end season 1 with that.
That would have been cool.
But we can't.
But yeah, end of season 1, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to in season 2?
I want this room to be good. I want it to sound professional. I want it to be professional. I want us to do more homework before we do these episodes. Get some good people on here.
We've come a long way.
Yeah, Kai is going to be on here for sure. He's done enough work in here that he gets to be a guest star.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of people actually, I think, who we can get on.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I kind of like everything's come full circle here. Our original podcast was across the table, 2 webcams, doing the microphone.
Yep.
Bi-directional thing. And somehow, the last episode, we've ended up right back in this setup.
And we've moved. Like, we went over there for a while.
Yeah, we were on a couch. We were across the table. We were on the same side of the table. We have done every avenue you guys can think of. You guys should react to the first GameCast to end this off. React to the first GameCast. I mean, I'd have to set that up a little bit.
Oh, that wasn't even live.
No! Yeah, when we started it, it wasn't live.
That's right.
They were pre-recorded and uploaded. That was weird.
Yeah.
Good lord. And yeah. Shane, my whiteboard is empty.
Ditto.
Is that it?
That's all, man.
Is it that's it? That's all?
That's all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kai Duick, thank you for coming out. This has been the finale to Season 1 of First Strike. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and supporting the show. We really do appreciate it. Finn. It has been a lot of fun. We will be back next week, 9:30 p.m. CST, Tuesday, with a bit of a new layout.
Put more glue on this thing?
I think so. We'll be back with a new layout, a new intro. I think our first guest star will be next week.
Yeah.
Some new segments, a little bit more planning. Hopefully you are all interested in seeing what we have in store. And this room will be looking just a little bit different. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It has been a lot of fun. I've had a fun season with you, Shane.
Yes.
1 full year of First Strike.
Almost.
Coming up in 2 weeks or so. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's make that a big one.
Yeah, we got to do something cool for that. Some giveaways, probably.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. We will see you guys next week. Have an awesome night. And, yeah. Toodles. Toodles. Can you throw this hat on me and end it like you did?
Oh, man, that's so much pressure.
Can you do it?
I can't do it.
End it with a bang, Shane!
No, can't.
Bummer.